Yo, what is going on? Good morning. This is Andrew, Zero Draw Drew, Pip Catcher Administration. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, like this, subscribe, keep us motivated. Put this content out every day. We're here with a weekly analysis. Now let's get it. So GBPUSD on the weekly chart, as you can see, we pushed into this 1.19620 key resistance level. On the weekly chart, as we were talking about last week, we had this rejection. Did take out that rejection, and now we are in a new value area. As you can see, we're back at the historic low support on the weekly, so things are looking good for GBPUSD. On the daily chart, as you can see, we started to push above this value, this 1.19600 value, like I talked about just now. So buyer liquidity on the short term is pretty much taken. We took out highs over here, so right now we can start to see a little pullback. In the beginning of the week, after we find support, we might start to move up to newer highs. But short term, it looks like buyer liquidity is taken above that high over there. So like I said, we might see a little short term pullback down to maybe that support level at that 1.19600 level, right? So on the hourly chart, we are watching this trend line right here. As you can see, we got that kind of rejected that, so it gives us pretty strong structure, but I still think that we might trap bulls above that level and start to pull back to one of the support levels listed. So what you guys want to do is just kind of wait for a session and kind of react to what you see, like London session or New York session. On the 15-minute chart, we have a crown. Within the crown pattern, we have buyer liquidity above this 1.21120 resistance. We have this right shoulder at this 800, and overall we got that neckline at that 270 support with this trend line over here. So like I said, wait for a session, kind of react to what you see and play it by day, right? Overall direction is up. Short term buyer liquidity is taken, so we might pull back to one of the levels listed. On the hourly chart, we're looking at these levels over here. Okay, that is GBPUSD, GBPJPY. On the weekly chart, as you can see, we pushed up to that 168,640 resistance level. We talked about this last week, said that we were going to see signs of slowdown at that level, and that's what happened. So overall, we did take buyer liquidity above that level, but we have been kind of consolidating these last couple days, right? But overall, buyer liquidity is taken, so I do think, same thing here. We might get a little pullback with GBPJPY. That is another level over there at that 169.080, right? But short term, it looks like buyer liquidity is taken above that 167.900 resistance level, which is this level right here, right? So short term on the hourly chart, buyer liquidity is above this trend line, possibly this resistance level over here. So look for a session and kind of react to what you see. You might see a little bull trap over here, start to pull back to one of the levels, but we don't have a bias in general. So guys, just wait for a session, kind of react to what you see, measure your risk reward, get in and out, and reset. Okay, that is GBPJPY, EURUSD. On the weekly chart, as you can see, we popped into that 1.03350 resistance level, that key support over there. This is the next level over here. This is 1.06300 resistance level. That is the next key resistance level on EURUSD. As you can see, we popped back into that value area after kind of rejecting it last week. So looking at the daily chart, kind of called this last week. I said that we were going to drop in there and take sell liquidity, possibly move back up. So as you can see right here, we did take buyer liquidity above that level. So short term, same thing with all these pairs. It is reading. It looks like it, we might pull back to one of those levels, that 1.03350 support level, which is somewhere over here, 350, which is, like, if you look in here right here on this hourly chart within this right shoulder right here, that's where the 350 value is. So we might see a bear trap into that value short term. But first, before we move to there, we might see bulls get trapped above here, and then we might move down. So what you guys want to do is, like I said, with all these things, you know, there is no bias. You know, I'm quick to adapt to the market, so like really, you guys just got to react to the levels and kind of play it by day. If you are confused on how to capitalize on these trades, you know, I'm not going to try to sell you the fucking course, but honestly, if you want to get up to speed, click the link below. You know, we had a Black Friday sale for $69. I'm going to keep it from Monday into the next week. So if you are interested, click that link below. There's a lot of fucking value in there, and I'd be happy to help you guys throughout the process, right? So, like I said, short term, we pushed above that 350 value. On the daily chart, we dropped in, came back in. We might find support at that 1.03350 level. All buyer liquidity is above these trend lines, and the resistance levels above. Seller liquidity overall is below that 1.03350. But if you look out, you know, we might even drop down to one of these levels because we are sort of reading an inverted crown, right? So that is EURUSD. Sorry if I confused you guys a little bit. If you are confused, shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/ZeroDrawDrew. I'll be happy to clarify anything for you, if I can. Right, so that is EURUSD. Last but not least, gold. Gold, as you can see, we rejected that 62 resistance level on the weekly chart. On the daily chart, as you can see, we dropped from that level over there. We pulled back, starting to find support back into this value. So right now, see, we're looking at that 53 support over there. We pushed back into this support after this wick. We had this like bear trap right here. Right now, things are looking like it has support. Then when we drop it down to the hourly chart, we do have sort of like a crown pattern right here. So, you know, on the daily chart, we are reading. It looks like we found support. It looks like we can start to move up to back up to that 65 resistance level where that weekly level is. It looks like we might move up to that level. On the hourly chart, it looks like we have this crown like pattern over here. So we might see price drop in, trap bear somewhere over here, and then move up to that 65 level. So same thing with gold, guys. Just want to wait for a session, kind of react to what you see, right? Wait for the trap to set up, react, play it by day, get in, out, measure the trades, and that's that. Remember, we don't have any bias. We just want to fucking take what's ours, get our 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 4 to 1, 5 to 1, 10 to 1 risk reward. Just rinse, repeat, and live this financial fucking free lifestyle, okay? Don't complicate this shit, guys. It's very simple. Kind of treat it like a business, and you'll get paid like a business. But you just got to stay focused, adapt, and trade what you see. Try not to have your head set on one fucking bias, because we're in a market where things are changing non-fucking stop, right? Just saw something over here because, yeah, as I was talking, I just kind of saw like this support level. Usually when I see like garly patterns like this, it's like, yeah, I mean, alright guys, like I said, if you got questions, shoot me that DM. Other than that, hit that like, subscribe for the algorithm. And other than that, I'll see you when I fucking see you. Love you guys. Peace out.